Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War raid stream, week 17, day 5. So today, main priority is delves. Of course, we got the new delve this morning of the Dark Pits. We are currently trying to work towards Purification. To do that, we are probably going to stop at 150 to do it. So we're pretty much already there. So with that being said, all we have to do is clear out the one I did this morning just to save as a really easy battle. You'll notice here we have a level 20 just sitting there. I always make sure to reserve one of those just so it's a really quick battle. And then we should be able to do a 150 on Purification. And we have 2 attempts to do so. So if the first one fails, well, we'll have another attempt. But hopefully we'll get it on the very first one. But, yeah, that's pretty much one of the main game plans of the stream. So let's just take out the super ridiculously easy delve. And then go take out the Purification one. So with this, we have to get to set our team over again because it doesn't save the other one from our one that we've been using for the event, which is somewhat good because we're going to need to replace it out anyways. So let's just go use a quick Mountain Crusher or Wayne thing. Actually, might not even need Mountain Crusher with how easy they're going to die here. Mountain Crusher, Rowain, and let's see. Do we go with Gargoyle again? I feel like that's super overkill. That's probably too much damage. Actually, at this point, oh no, I was gonna say we could almost just run a Sunbird team, but unfortunately not all that's available for this specific faction. Wait, or is it? Hold up. No, it's green-brown. Yeah, we still don't kind of need that Mountain Crusher, but I guess, yeah, you know what, we'll set it on a half-hero class. One that we haven't already upgraded, like let's say a Necromancer or something, because that'll help get it, make sure we have a explosion option, just to make sure we can get it to full mana, just in case it doesn't naturally. Also, how's Death Knight still not maxed? I thought I did that already. But anyways, Necromancer, change, and do that over to anything that goes all in on Rowain. We don't even care about brown whatsoever for the most part. It would be okay, but the main priority we need here is as much green-blue as possible. I guess more into blue, because don't you explode greens? Yes, you do. So +2 blue, +1 green banner. Does that exist? I'm almost guaranteed that it does, but let's see. +2 blue, +1 green. There it is. And we don't even use the color. Perfect. That's the exact thing we needed. Okay, so let's just go run through this real quick, and then we can go do the Purification and see how that goes. But hello, everyone. Hello, William. Hello, Crow. Hello, Captain. Hello, Mulu. Hello, Motown. Crow, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. I read that right before the stream as well. You have all factions at level 500. And I assume that's except for the new one. Your question, what do you recommend for farming shards or beat level? Not sure exactly what you're asking, but if you're talking about should you farm this delve, given that you have all the other ones maxed, yeah, I don't see why not if you need the shards. You keep it at around level 90 or 100 or 110, whatever you want to put it at. But really, 80... 90, 100, or 110. Any of those stopping points would be pretty nice, just to farm at a daily basis, and you'd still be able to do the event for it. Other than that, I'm not sure if you were asking something else with that question. But if you're talking about if you have all of them maxed, which one do, pretty much anyone that you can, or any place that you can run the Iron Gut team would be your best location if you want to go and farm it at level 500, if that's what you're asking. So any location where you can run Mountain Crusher or Dragon Crusher or Dragon's Eye in first slot, followed by Apothecary, High King, Iron Gut, and Possessed King. Any delve that you can run that would be the best place to farm at 500. If you had everything at 500. It would take forever, but it could still win the entire delve. Okay, so those 2 down. Let's see. Wait, why am I trying to scout that? This is the only one we need. It's just the tier 5 room, this one, and I guess the corner treasure room are the only ones we ever have to scout. Everything else doesn't actually matter to scout. The tier 5, we need to make sure it's not a 1.2. The one in the top left, we need to make sure it's a 1.2 or higher. And the one all the way to the bottom left there, that tier 3, we have to check to see if it is a, what's it called? If it's a 1.3. And those are the only things that change our path at all. And with that being said, since we already did that, we go to this one, because the other ones are 1.2 and... Oh no, this is a 1.2 as well. I guess it doesn't actually matter which order we did these 2 in. But the lowest this could possibly be is 1.2. So we didn't need to check to see what it was. Even though we didn't know what it was, we knew it had to be at least tied or higher than the other one. So since we knew it was tied or higher, we just knew which way to already go. And it was this way. Because it was impossible for it to be lower than this room right over here, which is currently a 1.2. However, this room can be as high as a 1.3, which is why we have to check it. Okay, we'll explode everything. Grab a... yeah, we'll stick skull to green, why not? We have way more than enough damage to kill it even without that skull. Hello, Pony Ups, welcome! Is it better to max the level and get to 500, or having this delve for farming? Depends if you want a lot more shards. I would personally say yes, it would be pretty good to have a delve for farming. I didn't for a few months, but then we fell like really far behind on shards, but now we've completely caught up just from doing it for a few months. So, yeah, I would say yes, as far as having a delve to farm. Yes. Ooh, that wasn't enough to kill. Thought Rowan could actually wipe out everything in one shot in this delve. Apparently not. You need more armor. Actually, we'll be able to get some armor next week. We already calculated it out earlier. We need level 400 delve completion. Once we reach level 400 delve completion, we will have all the points we need in order to get one additional armor. Yeah, 1.3 all the way in the corner. That is a horrible place for it. It needs to be all the way in the top left. Or not all the way in the top left, but right next to the room in the top left. Let's see. You have spent over 4,000 shards and still no sledge paw? Ouch. That is really bad luck. How many did you spend to get it? Not that many. I know that. The exact amount I don't know off the top of my head. But we ended up getting like 7 copies of him within 8,000. So, yeah, we got him way earlier than that. But I got 7 within double that amount. Okay, 2 more rooms, and then we can try Pure Faction. This was mainly just to get some free, easy resources. I pretty much do that with every single delve. Before I even do any delves for the actual event, I always switch over to, oh, what's it called? I always switch over to the actual delve to go and waste one of our battles so we could have it at level 20. It's not really wasting, it's just to make sure that we get the super quick win. Because every single level, for whatever reason, gives the exact same loot. So might as well do a level 20, because if we were to do it at, like, let's say, 200... we wouldn't get any additional loot and it would be way harder and take way more time compared to doing this. Also, should have taken that brown. That could have been our full mana for free. Didn't even need to waste any turns. And now we could Mountain Crusher if we would have done that fail. Okay, I need a brown now. The one I didn't take. Okay, we'll go grab a... let's take that for now. Luckily, we got a really lucky extra turn there. Let me take that extra turn before I miss it again. Rowan took some damage, so she doesn't even get to kill here. We'll do that again. Go for our explosion. And that should be match. Also, hello Pitpap, hello Charles, welcome, welcome, and hello McCoy. Hey, level 75 Necromancer as well. Well, there we go, level 20 Dark Pit's done. Super easy, get our free loot, and a bunch of useless legendary ingots. But next order of business, level 150, let's go do this. So, Pure Faction time. How horrible will this be? I almost don't even want to know. Let's see, let's go get out our Pure Faction. So, we have almost nothing to use. Obviously, we have to use Dark Pits. That is not Dark Pits. Dark Pits. So, we have to use these 4 troops. So, that means that, and there's our team. Now, we need to find our banner. I found the correct banner for this earlier this morning. Let's see if I can remember it. Well, it'd have to most likely be +2 into all the Hex Rat. So, it's that one that has minus yellow over here. I forget its banner name. There it is. So, +2 brown, +1 purple, -1 yellow. Hero class doesn't matter. And we're good to go. So this is what we got to win with. Plague Rat, Hex Rat, and Hex Rat. And that is what we're rolling with, and hopefully we will not fail. Oh, we actually have more stats than them. That's nice. Oh, well, it's because it's the first battle. The final battle, we won't have higher stats than them. They'll have higher stats than us. But luckily, this delve is a clear path. So let's see how this goes, and hopefully not fail. Let's see. What even is the strategy? I guess it's take Skull, spam Hex Rat, and take his mana when we can. This is such a weird team. Oh, move that over. Grab a brown. Get a purple or a brown, that works too. Brown Surge. Nope, don't even get a Surge. Haven't even Skulled him yet, so we don't get that extra damage. I kind of want to wait till we can Skull, because also Death Marks him. There we go. Okay, so we get that Cursed. Now I can combine it with Deathmark, so he basically stays Deathmarked forever until he dies, hopefully. Unfortunately, that does double damage, which is kind of redundant. I don't know why this doesn't do double damage to everything. Because if you're doing double damage to it, it's pretty much going to die really soon after anyways. Okay, we'll do an explosion here. 27 browns. I think that will be every brown on the board. That is probably enough. Okay. And then we just throw it down first slot, dead. And just keep doing that, basically. Take skull, throw that down, repeat, and win. That is the game plan. Take the brown for now, since we get more mana out of it. He gives us free skull. Double free skull. Take that skull, and he's dead off the ability. Or skull, that works too. But yeah, that's pretty much the strategy for doing this. Not sure you would really use anything else. And you double up on both of them just because this is your best damage source, and this would easily die if you only had one. There's not much point in putting a tank in front, especially since this banner does minus yellow. And the only other thing you would put there is that brown-yellow troop, which would not only block your brown, but the yellow is minused. Yeah, just double Plague Rat, double Hex Rat seems to be the way to go. Until we fail this battle. It's actually Skull Spam too. This is a really horrible one to have. Okay, what do we take? I guess we go Mana Generation this time around. Actually, let's try for purple to red. Didn't get it. What can we grab? Anything good. I guess I'll grab a brown Surge and let it leak into the other one. And just have that happen. I guess we could take a purple to brown or something as well. Maybe take a red here. Yeah, I'll take the red for now. So go for that. Take a skull. I'd also take yellow to green. No, that's not really that useful. We're actually going to do that because that will still put cursed on it. And then we can go use this thing on it. So we can put a Death Mark. And now it should stay Death Marked for a little while. We'll take a green here to go mana accumulate off of. Get some disease and poison down. I believe that's what you do, right? Yeah, double disease, double poison. We'll get that down. Make sure their mana goes a bit slower. Get a bunch of mana off it as well. Skull, do we take it? I believe the answer is no. We actually just leave it there. Though it would replace his cursed again to make. I don't know. Not sure if that actually replaces his Death Mark. But then again, placing a Death Mark on him would definitely replace his Death Mark. So you know what? Let's go for that for now. And then we'll keep hitting him with this. And then the next one will kill him, and that's the most important thing to take out as well, since he has skull reduction. That does not get rid of his skull reduction to cursed. Gets rid of immunity, but not the traits. So only stun would do that. Okay. I think yellow to red, not because we need the yellow, but because we cascade more out of it. Didn't actually get anything, but still worth it. I kind of want to get him to full mana just so we have a double explosion in case we need it. Skull will grab its free turn anyways. Speaking about free turn, is there any in there? It doesn't look like it. So we'll throw that down on first slot. That will kill him with excessive overkill. Oops, that's not the right one. Oh, it should have taken him to full mana first. Whoops. Not that big a deal though. We'll throw two of him. Hopefully that'll get both of them to full mana. Take anything we need. Doesn't look like we have anything. Throw that again. I need to wait till that gets full mana, so we'll throw another explosion here. And there we go. No extra turn, unfortunately, but we'll just go... Oh, we didn't get a skull on any of that either. Well, I'll throw this down once, throw it down again, and 2 more times we'll do it. Let's just take a green, get our mana. Doesn't go to full, unfortunately. Do we cast again? A lot weaker when they're not cursed. Let's take a red for now. It's automatically disease and poison both of them, assuming they can be undead or immune. I'll take the brown down. He's already dead. Now we need another skull. Let's just explode the board and see if we get a skull out of it. Not quite. He doesn't give us one either. Still doesn't give us one. Still, oh, no, there we go. And now he's dead. Now he's, oh no! Oh, that's why you run double Hex Rat. How did he get a kill right at the end? That's not good. Okay, we lost one. It doesn't matter if we go deathless on this. However, it does matter if we win. So now we're stuck in this with 1 Plague Rat and 2 Hexes to try to win this out with. And I think they have more stats than us. Yes, they do. They definitely do if that's his stats. Okay, that's going to be bad. Well then. Hopefully this doesn't fail. Okay. Luckily we have 2 attempts. Okay. Take the brown for now. I really need a skull. Okay, good. We got a curse on him. Got some mana though. He gets a hit. That Death Mark better not kill us. I will try for the skull there. Didn't get it. Oh, he actually gets the skull. Oh no! What are you doing, Death Mark? Ooh, that is really bad. Oh, he just got cursed as well. That's not good. I think we lost. So much so I just need to waste my ability here. Don't really have too many other options. We'll take that skull. Options. I guess we try for another skull. Or we could take mana. I guess we'll take mana. Still nothing we could do there. Yellow is pretty pointless. So I think that's the only move on the entire board, so we kind of have to take it. Brown, we need to try taking in a way that cannot give him anything. However, almost everything gives him a chance at something. But I think brown down seems to be the best play, so we'll do that. Oh, that shuffle! He didn't go for the skull, though. I could take brown to skull, however, I don't need the brown currently, so it's probably better just to keep it on the board. However, he'll end up getting yellow extra turn, so you know what? I actually have to take it that way, even though I don't need to do that. But he's still cursed at least, so we got 1 kill. 1 kill. Success. And he's still not even dead. Never mind. Okay, we'll take that down. Don't you die on us. We need you. Good, extra turn. That's enough to wipe his team. Or not wipe his team, but enough to kill his first slot, I mean. Wish that was enough to wipe the team. Okay, what do we have? Brown in any way gives him a skull. This green seems to be the way to go. It gives us some mana and it doesn't directly give him anything. However, he can still cascade something. But no way we take this brown is good. If I take it up, he gets a skull, and if I take it that way, that skull goes there, and then he gets the skull. So this green seems to be the way to go, so we'll grab that. He gives us a skull, not for free, but we'll still take it. His ability is so useless. That trip is so bad. Okay, we'll take that down. Especially for a legend. Oh, now we're stuck with just Hex Rat. Luckily, it does have Cursed itself. However, we die in like 1 hit here. Not counting explosions, of course. Well, round 2. And maybe we aren't getting Pure Faction done today. Which means I might need to wait for tomorrow 3's battles. I don't think we've ever had to wait before. But I need to go do it, because we haven't done any of the Pure Faction yet. That's why I normally do a 100 beforehand, just in case 150 is too hard. But I think we can get away with 150. We just need to make sure we keep all 4 of them into the final battle. Because if we still had 2 Hex Rats right now, we could easily win. But he's going to kill us very soon, just off his own Hex Rat. We're basically on a timer of him just casting once, and then we lose, basically. So we'll do that. It's actually not too intimidating. Actually, if anything, he kind of helped us. Unfortunately, he got full mana there. So I have to either kill that right now, or win right now. Either or. Doesn't matter which. But one of those 2 things have to happen. And that is near impossible. We'd have to somehow do 92 damage. And the only way we could do that is with 2 skulls. And there's obviously no way to take 2 skulls right now. I guess a purple into a red and try for a double red off the sky is probably the best bet. That is not... Oh, we got 1 red. Close. But we lost the first one. Round 2. Fame rewards. Okay, let's try that again. 150. Okay, what's our middle room this time? Oh, we got the exact same battle. Well, literally round 2. We have the exact same everything. I don't know. Should we change up the lineup? I don't think we do. Like, the only thing we could really do is put the legend in first slot. Problem is the legend is pure useless. But it is tankier than what we're currently using, however. But yeah, the only real replacement is that. But it doesn't work with our current banner. It blocks our brown. And his ability is near useless. Destroy a 5x5. He doesn't even have Curse on Skull. Every single thing in his faction has Cursed on Skull except for him. He also doesn't even have a multi-curse. It just does it on first slot. Which I'm still, like, completely stunned that that is his ability. It is really, really bad. His mana cost should be, like, 10. For legends. Kind of like Al Azur's is only, like, 6. Yeah, this thing's just so bad. I think we keep it as is. Let's see. Hello, Lady Dragonheart. Hello, Preserved Music. Welcome, welcome. And hello, Cynical. Let's see. For the event you're using the team you suggested on stream last night, Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, Gargoyle, working pretty well. Yeah, that can last you to about 100 or so. Let's see. Feels like trolling when they give you 4 or 9 shards for a daily delve as a reward. Yeah, that is pretty bad. That is for sure. Okay, we'll try it again with this, I think. Because we don't really have much of a replacement. Just trying to think of what we could tank with. The problem is the thing that's supposed to tank doesn't tank properly. That's not the right kingdom. Dark Pits. But yeah, we can't use this to tank, obviously. This is our current tank. And it doesn't really have much for tanking other than the fact it gets a little bit extra life. This thing doesn't have Agile or anything like that that would normally help it to tank. And while this thing has aspects that could potentially help it tank, it does not have Cursed on Skull, and it does not have anything good going for it, other than the fact that it's technically slightly tankier, with 25% reduction and possibly regen. So yeah, we're going to stick with this and just go for round 2. Literally same team, same battles. Not a single one of these battles is even different since we got the Glaceon in the middle. So, you know, second time's a charm. Otherwise, one bad thing about if we fail this is I actually can't do delves anymore. Because if I go any further in delves today, if after we use this battle, if we lose, then it will raise the cap that we're at. So I will not be able to do 150. And obviously, if we can't win 150, we can't win at a higher level. Or at least not easily. So, yeah, we actually can't do any more delves today if I do fail this. And that'll make it so we can go do some PvP and stuff. Let's see. We'll go for that. I don't want to wait for the curse. Just take it out immediately. Gotta be really careful and watch his HP and make sure that doesn't die. Basically, every skull we have to be extremely cautious with to ensure that he does not get it. Okay, can we take a skull there? No. So, we'll just curse him. We already have our double damage to kill him out with, so that's fine. He doesn't even hit our first slot because AI. We'll just take that out. Grab that. Throw down an explosion here. Yes, we'll go for our explosion. Got a nice extra turn there. Perfect. Can we go for another explosion? No, but we can go for skull. We'll go for that. No, I need to re-skull him again. That or take double ability. Or both. Oh, wait, I was just sitting there. I could have taken that, couldn't I have? Oh, well. Let's double cast this. That should be enough damage. 39 to 39. Way more than enough. And we'll skull him down. Okay, one down. Now to do the second one without dying. If we can get past this room without dying, we should be okay. Problem is we keep getting this annoying Glaceon room. Glaceon will just double kill us if he gets full mana. Luckily, we're taking a lot of brown and purple naturally. Okay, we can get a curse immediately. It does have skull reduction, however, I still want the curse immediately. I'll take it this way for a chance of brown. Didn't get it, though. We also had a chance for green. Okay, speaking about brown and green, let's take green and red. So we'll take that for now. Start getting that mana going. And I mean, deny Glaceon just in case. I don't want Glaceon getting full mana. Oh, I got rid of Curse the second we needed to curse him. Or to use the ability that would have benefited from him being cursed, I mean. If that was a blue, we could 4 times that red. But it is not, so we can't. So we'll take the brown for now. Keep denying his Glaceon so we don't die. Creates a bunch of blue, which we don't even use, which makes this battle even worse. Don't you create blue, too? Everything on this team creates blue. We don't even need the color. Every single thing except him. Okay. What do we take? What do we take? All of it is useless. We don't need yellow, we don't need blue. And no other color is obtainable, nor is it cascadable, so we'll just take that for now. Get rid of stuff we don't need. We can skull him, perfect, grab that. I want to take one more mana before we hit him. Where's our mana? All I need is a purple or a brown, there we go. Take that purple, he still stays cursed, perfect. And now we just wipe. Or at least damage him greatly. Good, there should be another Hex Rat, perfect. And that'll be enough to kill out his first slot now. As well as substantially damaging everything else. Oh no, that's not enough to kill. We're gonna need another skull. I'm gonna create a bunch of blue here. I'll just wait till it's Cascade. We'll do that again. Luckily it's not hitting first slot. I'm not getting any skulls either. Because I'm paying much more attention to the skulls this time around. Oh, we can actually kill it with extra turns. I highly doubt we're gonna get that lucky though. I guess we could technically kill it with Explosion too. Have to hit 4 skulls here. And we can already count because it explodes every brown that it will do exactly 4 damage to him right now. Still will do 4 damage, so we'll do that. Kill him out. And now we don't need to waste our cast on it. Now we can try cursing him and do extra damage that way instead. Also death mark him, though. However, I don't really feel like that death mark's ever going to come into play. Just because it has that 1 turn delay, so it just keeps getting refreshed and being useless. Okay, we're frozen on brown and purple. Can't really help with that. Let's explode real quick. Ooh. Okay, good. He didn't really get too much out of that. But I do need to make sure this thing reaches full mana before we cast. So we'll do that. Ideally, we need a skull so it does extra damage. Don't you dare take it. No! Okay, we're 1 skull away from that dying again. There's a pretty good chance he'll die again. Not sure if we're going to be able to keep that alive. Similar to how last battle went. Aw, he got rid of my skull poke. Okay, I think we just cast for the sake of casting. There we go. He's dead. Oh, 1 more down. Nowhere's near over yet, though. Because if that dies, we're in slight trouble. We just need to get an easier battle there. We keep getting this Glaceon battle. There's so many easier things that can be placed there. We got Glaceon twice in a row. I'm almost scared to even cast this, just because if we do it, there's a high chance he's gonna either get a good board, or we're just gonna give him a good board, either for his cast or for him just to take something. So he's gonna create a bunch of blue and brown right now. Ideally, what you should just do here is just take a blue or brown. Ideally brown, but it wasn't available. But yeah, let's let that happen. 2 HP. Can it survive with 2 HP? Technically possible. What way should we take this? I guess we take it that way. Try for a brown there. Didn't get it. I think we take a red, as weird as that may seem, and try for a blue or double yellow or triple red. All 3 of those will extra turn here, and we didn't get a single one of them. We just went for the brown, played it safe. Okay, well, it's time to risk it, I think. Explode everything. Okay, luckily that did not backfire in any way, kind of. I say kind of, because what on earth do we do now? If I take that green, he gets a skull. If I take that yellow, he gets a skull. If I take this blue, he gets a skull. If I take this blue, there's a good chance of him getting a skull. If I explode, he's probably getting a skull. Actually, he's definitely getting a skull. We could already see it's popping right there, unless there's a skull that falls from the sky. So our best bet is probably take this blue to the right and hope a skull does not fall there or there. So basically, I need a skull not to fall, because if a skull falls at all in any of those 3 locations, he gets a hit on us. I don't see any other location that's safe. Oh, actually there is one other one. But a skull could fall there. No, it can't. Okay, this is actually safe. Because it drops right there, right? Never mind, I found a safe move. Because that skull will drop there. And he won't have anything that he can immediately do, most likely. There we go. Unfortunately, that still leaves us with nothing to do as well. Oh, he better not be smart enough to hit first slot. If any time for the AI to be dumb, now would be a perfect time. Yep. Of course. Okay, well, now we don't need to worry about exploding as much, because I just wanted to make sure it didn't die. But since he died, well, don't need to worry about that now. Okay, we'll go take a, let's take brown for now. I guess we'll take the red as follow-up, take it off of blue just so we get free mana, and it had a red chance, I mean a brown chance as well. Didn't get it though. Do we just explode? I think so. We want to get that to full mana before we cast, so we'll do that. Somehow not full mana. Luckily we have extra turn just sitting there, and a skull. Do I even take the skull? It doesn't really matter, but it makes sure that he doesn't get another kill just in case, so I guess we'll go for it. And then we do that into this ability. Okay, so basically we're in literally the exact same situation. The exact same battles, the exact same situation. We have 1 Plague Rat, and we have 2, we have 1, one Plague Rat, 2 Hex Rats. But hopefully we win this time. Otherwise, no more delves for today. Not even of the other ones, because if I do the other ones, it'll raise the level of the delve overall. We'll do this for purple to brown. What else? Take a skull. That better stay on him. Come on, this is supposed to have a 5% cumulative chance instead of a 10. Why does it feel like it goes off like every single turn? Almost immediately. It's supposed to stay there for a while. This is the whole point of it. So much so I'm going to take this purple to green just and hope that stays there. Good. Okay. Well, we'll refresh all of the stats effects. Get a death mark on them. We'll explode everything. Get some diseases. Of course, they have so many immunes that barely does anything. But oh well. I can take skull to red. There's a good chance Death Mark won't kill it, because I'm pretty sure every time we keep putting stats effects on it, it's refreshing the Death Mark as well. Which means he's basically never going to die to that Death Mark. It's like he's not even Death Marked. So wow, that did a lot of damage. Oh, you know what? We could technically go with 3 of him and hope we keep getting Death Mark. So this guy is impervious. But I think everything else can be Death Marked on the team. So that would be really unlikely that we could get away with that. Okay, that worked out nicely. We're still in this. We're still in this. That skull I have to take, so we'll take that. He died to... I'm not even sure. Oh! Did he actually die to Death Mark? Oh, cool. Curse does not refresh Death Mark. Apparently. Yeah, he had to have. What else could have killed him there? He didn't have anything else on him other than Curse and Death Mark. Okay, interesting. So, Cursed, as well as I think stats effects in general, but definitely Cursed, does not refresh the timer of Death Mark. So maybe only Death Mark refreshes the timer of Death Mark then. Because he just died to Death Mark's 10%, even though we just, on the previous turn, placed the stats effect on him. That's cool. Okay, anyways, I need to keep throwing AoEs on him till he dies. Hopefully that gets cursed soon, so it goes a little bit quicker. Also because of Death Mark. Ooh, that's not good. Let's see. That skull we have to take. Let me take that green first, though, even though we gain no benefit from it. But obviously I need to make sure he doesn't get it. No! Okay, good. Why did he not go for that? He definitely could have gone for it. Okay, we'll go for a hit here. Okay, this is looking promising. Way better than the previous time. That's still going to die, though, but double Hex Rat can solo it if we really had to at this point. They're damaged enough that we could probably get away with it. But yeah, it's 3 versus 2. I shouldn't say that, though. I'm going to jinx it to 2 versus 2 any second now. What do we take here? I'm going to take red this way just because I don't want to give him a skull. Still probably going to find a way to get a skull. Oh, that kills us. Yeah, he can still easily win this. It's definitely not over yet. Especially with how much damage he does per skull. Red to yellow looks bad. I think we just take the yellow and hope for a Sky Skull off the area right there. We could technically also triple red or triple green, though both of which are pretty unlikely. But yeah, we'll go for that. Didn't get any of that, obviously. Didn't even get the skull, though, but we'll curse him. Nice little extra turn. Can we do anything fancy with this? Well, we can move that over. Unless the skull falls, it's not going to help us much, though. And yeah, that doesn't help us much. Does allow us to do 4 damage if nothing else. They do actually do 2 damage per extra turn. It's not really much, but it does add up. Okay, so I think we take this green because there's 2 chances for skulls. And of course, there's 3 locations where a skull could fall. 2 of them are favorable. It falls in the 1 location where it's bad for us. Good job. Let's see. Do I take blue to purple or do I just take the purple? I think I just take the purple. Because he doesn't use blue either. I'd rather keep delaying his mana, just to make sure he doesn't accidentally get anything. We'll take that. Hopefully that Hex stays on him so we can kill him a bit quicker. Because once we kill his Hex Rat, we should win. Problem is, his Hex Rat basically just wipes our team once he casts. As long as he doesn't get the mana, we should be fine. What do we take? I think I take green to Sky Purple out of pure luck. Yes, that's pretty much our only option. Hey, we got it. Nice. Okay. So that goes on first slot, and it dies. Oh, does it die? Yes, it dies. That's 78 damage. So that dies. And now we just have to deal with this thing regenerating and having armored. Okay, this is winnable. Though still not the greatest of situations. We die in 2 skulls. Oh, no. We die in 1 skull. Okay. What to do about this? The AI was actually smart enough to use a 5 times explosion to cascade into his skull. And now I need to hit him like 4 times. Actually, not that many. We can only hit him, we need to hit him 3 times if we take skull, cast, and then any other damage source. I believe is enough. We could also let Deathmark kill it once we, once he's hit with a skull, and then we Deathmark him. Do we cast now? I think I wait. I don't know. Do we wait or do we cast? I think I actually cast her. He does keep regenerating, though, doesn't he? Maybe I shouldn't have casted. He's almost going to heal back every single bit of damage that I did by the time we get another hit on him. But I really just need a skull at this point. Double skull into cast. Or skull into double cast. Or any combination of which before he gets a skull on us. He's not going to really kill us off his ability. Curse, Bleed, and Stun isn't really going to do much to us. Only 1 skull is what's going to kill us. Okay. Can he 5x5 a skull anywheres? I don't believe he currently can, like on the previous board. Though I'm not even sure the AI is smart enough to even do that. I think it just got lucky on the previous one. I kind of have to try for a skull here, though. I think we take this red upwards and try for a skull right there. We could also get double skull and get an extra turn. Neither happened, but at least he didn't get one. Oh, yes he did. Well, that was our 2 attempts. Well, looks like we're wasting 3 delves tomorrow to try that again. Wow. Oh, we didn't even get any shards there either. But, interesting. That is one annoying pure faction. Can't even kill that 150. I can only imagine what 500 is going to be. But yeah, I can't actually do any more delves now. I think this is the first Friday where that has actually happened. But normally I waste that 1 battle on a level 20 because I normally don't think we're going to need 3 battles just to kill it. But apparently we do. So, yeah, we'll have to try that again tomorrow. And I can't do any more delves, otherwise it's going to raise the level even higher. Which, obviously, we don't want if we can't even kill 150. But, yeah, that is harsh. Maybe we'll try it once with the tank for tomorrow. I really feel like it's just going to be weaker that way. But if it means we can go into the last battle with 4 troops, it might be worth it. So we'll give it a shot. We'll probably try it with Legend and First Slot tomorrow. And maybe change the banner up slightly. And go from there. Also, if we just finally get a battle that isn't Glaceon in that second one, we could probably be fine. There's a lot of tier 5 battles that would be way easier than that. We just keep getting stuck with that Glaceon both times, which ended up getting a kill on us. It wasn't even that bad with the Glaceon, it's just everything else on that team was counter to what we were using. Especially with all the blue it had while using no blue of our own. But anyways, that's that for now. So, since we can't do delves for the rest of this time, I guess we go to PvP. I do need to go still do more PvP or explore. You can do it in either or, as far as the location. But, yeah, we still need to kill a bunch more things in either PvP or Yellow Explore. I guess technically we can not even do a Yellow Explore and finish up Prizelands grind. I'm actually pretty close to finishing that out. We were working towards 300 of every arcane, and I am currently sitting at 293 of pure red. And after we get that, oh, apparently I need brown purple as well. What ate all of our brown purple? Well, let's go to Zoom. Apparently I need a bunch more brown purple kills, and I believe this kingdom has a few yellows, so might as well do it here. Okay, so let's go level up, not Necromancer. Sorry, Necromancer. Also, why is my Explorer team my daily team? But let's go and clear this out and go do, what's it called? Level up Sentinel. I've been needing to get more levels on that thing. Eventually we want to get it maxed, obviously. What do we need? We need that. We need a Prismatic. We need a Firebomb. And we need a Forest Guardian. So we'll put that, and then we need a Prismatic. Oh, not a Prismatic. We need a, what is it called? I always forget its name. There it is, Imperial Jewel. That is what it's called. We'll do that, give herself a +2 purple, +1 red banner, and switch our hero class to Sentinel. Where to go? Class to Sentinel. Sentinel, where are you? Alphabetical order, where are you? There it is. Okay, so we'll switch to that. Oh wait, do you have any benefits that could give us more EXP or something? Yes you do. There we go. We'll go with that then. Anything else that speeds up the battle? No. No. Nope. Well, technically that does count as jewelry. And no. Okay. So we'll go with that. I think I was using that 2 brown from when I was using that firebomb thing earlier. But we'll go with this and farm this thing up a little bit, plus get a bunch of yellow kills. Sentinel is something we've been needing to get maxed. It's going to be a while before we get it maxed though. Not even at the halfway point. But making more progress on it, we'll get it closer. So we keep gaining 1 EXP per thing. And this place seems to have a decent amount of yellow as well. I'm not doing it for the yellow mainly. I'm mainly just doing it for the fact that we need the trait stone here. What did we spend a bunch of brown purples arcanes on that would have made it go lower? I guess we did it on the troop that came out. The epic ended up wasting 12. So I guess that's what lowered it. That's probably what it was. That made it go below 300. Was the Hex, what's his name? Hex Rat. I guess it's code time? Sure, we can go give out a redeem code now. Since delves are done for now, unfortunately. Oh, that does remind me. I wonder if we finished out raids yet. I don't think we have. Never mind. I was going to say we can go do the raids orb as well. But I think we won't have it done until tomorrow night. And then that's when we'll throw our battles as well. Whatever we have left, if we still need to throw any. But yeah, let me go get out the code real quick. Let me just go make sure it works over here. Double check it. Boom, boom. Paste, refresh. Put it right in the code section. Copy the whole thing. And there you guys go. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code is found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says there. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste all the random numbers and letters. And use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click that link. And give same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, and 2,500 gold. Also, do we have anything needed to do off of daily tasks? Let's see. Win battle using 3 unique troops who all use red. What kept shipping this up? But whatever it did is pretty much already done. They should make sure I go do that. The human one's pretty good too. 10 for 2 gem keys. Actually, we could do both of those simultaneously. Just use 4 humans and get that done. There are 4 humans teams now that we have 50% mana start. I need to make sure I do that as well. Anyways, let's go back to the grind. Where were we? Zoom. I need more brown purple since we wasted them all in Hexrat today. Oh yeah, arena with Dawnbringer is crazy quick. It's like 8 minutes per arena run. It's more like 10 if you count all the in-between screens and picking your team. But yeah, it's basically a minute per battle once you have Dawnbringer. Arena is crazy quick once you have Dawnbringer. Could even go even quicker than that. It just depends what your composition is. But on average, I think it comes out to about a minute per win. So how did that not get full mana? How does that get full mana, but the Sunbird doesn't? Barely makes any sense. Oh, this team is using 3 red, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Duh. Imperial Jewel counts as every color. So it is 3 red. Well, we got 1 daily task done. That was easy. Not even trying to do that, and we get 6 free gems. I always love daily tasks that we don't need to go out of our way for at all. You've been eyeing Iron Gut for delves? Oh yeah, Iron Gut is insanely good for delves. No problem for the code, everyone. And if anyone has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, just let me know. Okay, I'll throw another explode. Grab that right into our Sunbird. We're going to need the weapon, which is nice because we don't even have half mana start on it. Do that again. Oh, I should have taken those yellows first. We keep getting Imperial Jewel before we end up getting Bird. Oh, Kraken is insanely good in early game. Especially with its 3 damage to all enemies. I actually had on one of my accounts, Giant Spider, Triple Kraken fully traded. 9 damage per extra turn. All I did was just keep spamming its extra turns. It was pretty funny. Wiped down every early game team within seconds. Just from extra turn spam. Hey, we got an Arcane and we got some souls from the Soul Gnome. Very nice. First, the Arcane's a little bit more useful than the 2,500 souls, at least to us anyways. But then again, I guess both are equally useless. We still don't know what's going to happen with Trait Stones in the future. All we know is next patch doesn't do anything with them. And a future patch will at some point. It's probably 2 patches from now, because the patch after this next patch is going to be a pretty mini patch. What it will be, we don't know, but it's probably not the Trait Stone rework. And that would probably be around April or May. But next patch is probably like in 2 weeks from now. No official day has been given though. Okay, what do we need? Oh, we already have Sunbird. That's what we need, is cast a Sunbird. So what level is our Sentinel right now? 48. Wow, it actually needs a lot of progress still. That was a bit higher than that. Apparently I haven't been playing it enough. It's a really good hero class. Problem is, it just isn't as beneficial as Titan until we start getting it to 70 and 100. 70, it gets its mana accumulation methods, and which is good because it doesn't currently have really any. And at 100, it gets all the immunes. Also at 100, it can finally be ran for 4 times Urska, which is an interesting composition, however, it's not currently viable. Okay, we'll move that over. Grab a blue, take our explosion onto everything, throw a Sunbird down, clear it out. Yeah, Kraken's not as viable these days as it was in the past, even though it's still the exact same troop, which is kind of weird. Because Kraken, in almost the exact same state it's in now, at one point was one of the best troops in the game, and now it's developed to kind of just be average. So I guess it's still technically slightly above average. But it has fallen, even though it hasn't been really touched at all. They did lower its Devour rate at one point by, I think, 5%. I think it used to be 40%, now it's 35%. That or was 50% and now it's 40%. One or the other. I think it's 35 now, which means it was 40 earlier. Queen Aurora. Definitely a great troop to have. I would say in the current state of the game, Possessed King actually is more viable than Queen Aurora. Not only is it going to be used very soon for an extremely good kingdom upgrade, but it's also just slightly more useful. I do prefer Queen Aurora in some instances. The 2 main ones are Queen Aurora and basically anything that requires 10 mana. Like if you were to synergize it with like Apothecary or something. In those two instances, I tend to prefer it. The only reason I don't do it with High King Iron Gut is mainly because of Transform being needed. And it's more convenient just putting Possessed King there than it is to switch out Mountain Crusher for Dragon's Eye. But yeah, Queen Aurora is really good. You don't really use her much for her ability, but her final trait alone is so good that that alone is basically her entire usefulness. More often than not, you don't even cast her ability a single time. And Possessed King tends to get used the same way, just it's slightly different. But Queen Aurora has the main benefit of allowing you to accumulate mana a lot quicker. More so in that the initial mana before you get everything rolling. Like Possessed King's good at keeping the curve in your direction once you finally get things rolling. But Queen Aurora is a lot better at getting your team to get to the point of finally being able to start looping and doing whatever else it needs to do. Because you only really get benefit from Possessed King once you start extra turning a lot. Whereas you constantly gain benefit from Queen Aurora regardless of what you're doing, as long as you're not taking skulls. Thoughts on current Flash Offer 1 Orb? Current Flash Offer is pretty good value. It's basically 2 daily tasks instantly, or not 2 daily tasks. It's basically 2 daily gems instantly, or yeah, the 2 daily gems, which would normally take like a month to use, instantly. So that alone is pretty good, because daily gems give 225 for $5, and it's basically just 2 of them. So for $10, you get 450 instantly. And on top of that, you basically just get a free blue orb, which is a pretty nice orb. But yeah, it's pretty good value this time around. It's also the first time ever they had a orb as purchasable. I'm personally not going for it just because I feel like I have enough. And it's not really going to do much to my stack, especially for $10. But in early and mid-game, I would definitely say go for it. Or if you're currently low on blue orbs and you want more blue orbs, you can only buy it once, though. I guess they're testing the water to see if they should actually do it for multiple. We'll throw that down and dead. Okay, we'll throw Explosion down. And down it goes. And then we Sunbird kill it. Okay, he's just gonna do nothing, so we'll just take the brown there, grab that over, take our free turn into reds, and that should be enough to wipe. Or not. Imperial Jewel will wipe. Actually, that might not even be enough damage still. There we go. Would it be okay to use Dragon's Eye, Apothecary, Ubistet, and Sylvania Mora? Yes, that would be perfectly fine. Might be a bit slower, but it would definitely get the job done. If you don't currently have other options. But yeah, it would be really safe and it would definitely win. Okay, don't have any good cascades there, so let's throw a Firebomb. I need the last little bit of red or purple. Take it off for red. Oh, that's not an extra turn. We'll take it that way then. And dead off the Sunbird. Right into extra turn. So I guess it's kind of good that we didn't get to do all the delves there. Because now we get to replenish all the red or the brown purples that we lost today. Because we did end up using 12 of them. Okay. We'll throw Firebomb down for now. I don't think we're going to be able to replenish all of them, though. Especially in only like 10 more minutes. It would actually take about an hour, hour and a half to replenish that many. I'll probably farm it a little bit more later tonight. Before I go to bed. And get us back to at least 300 in that one. Okay, we'll take that over. Throw a Sunbird down. It should be wiped for the entire team. Down it goes. Also, hello, Dennis. If anyone else has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. Also, if you haven't used the code yet, make sure to do so. It should still be active. You just posted it, like, what, 5-10 minutes ago or so? Actually, maybe a little bit longer than that, but I'm pretty sure it's still active. Let's see. We'll take blue to red. Grab our Sunbird and wipe everything out. But yeah, I guess tomorrow morning, for anyone who didn't get to see it this morning, I guess we still get to do pure faction in the morning. Since first thing tomorrow morning will probably be us trying 3 attempts at 150 pure faction. Because I have to. I have to do that before I can go any deeper in the daily delves. Or the one related to the event. Don't really have a choice because if we don't, then it will raise the cap. And we don't want that. If you don't have Gargoyle, which troops would you use to replace it? Well, I'd highly advise getting Gargoyle. It would only take about 1,000 shards if you don't currently own one. And about 2,000 if you don't currently own two. Probably even less than that. Just by throwing it underneath Hall of Guardians. I think in that particular instance, there is no replacement for Gargoyle. Gargoyle is the replacement for everything. Because it's cheap and easy to obtain. But let's see. I guess you could still run the Rowan version of it. I don't know how high your armor is, though. So it might do a lot less damage if your armor is very low. You could maybe even try using an armor buff version of Rowan. There's a lot of browns that do armor buff, like Templar, that are easy to obtain. Like Templar, Clockwork Sphinx, stuff like that. And you can just build around Rowan with your hero tanking. And do it that way. But yeah, Gargoyle should be ridiculously easy to obtain. Just throw however many shards you have currently at, what's it called? At, Hall of Guardians until you get it. Shouldn't take that many at all. You'll probably even get it within 200 if you get super lucky. But it has a pretty common drop rate on it. Okay, I'll throw that down. All-Seeing Eye, what was your horde at when you hit max faction? I never did max faction on All-Seeing Eye, and it's currently at horde level 100. Or do you mean getting to 500, in which case it was also level 100? But no, I never did pure faction on All-Seeing Eye. The only one I did it on is Crypt, and we did it at around 188. I actually didn't even have enough stats in order to survive the instant kill off the last battle. It wasn't even needed when we ended up doing it. There are plenty of people that did it at level 100 horde as well for Crypt. The main reason you do upgrade it, if you do upgrade it, is just to survive the one-shot HP off the final battle. It's not necessary to actually win it, though. But it negates out quite a bit of luck. Oh, wow, we just got 3 Arcanes within, like, a few minutes. Really nice. Too bad we can't always get them that quick. Oh, no, that Glaceon has completely destroyed us today. Not previously, but tonight he has destroyed us twice when we tried doing Pure Faction. That Glaceon team. It wasn't necessarily the Glaceon itself, though. It was everything else that was on the team. I still call it the Glaceon team, though, because normally that's the most threatening thing. Even though, ironically, it wasn't this time around. Though it still tanked for them. It still had 65% reduction, which made it harder to kill everything out. So I guess it technically did still help them. Oh, that annoying Drake Rider. Why do you even appear here? The whole reason we're doing it here is to try to avoid that thing. But oh well. Oh, I ended up only doing Pure Faction and Eye to 150. Almost every single delve I've done to 150. The only exceptions are Hall of Guardians, which is at 120. Mainly because it was the first delve we ever did, and that was before we understood what delves are. And fully, because, you know, it was like right when delves were released. And the other one was, oh, what was it called? What was it called? Crypt, which of course we maxed to 500. Those are my only 2 that aren't 150. Every other faction I have is at 150 for Pure Faction. Though that will probably change starting next patch. Starting next patch, you could probably 300 every single delve pretty easily. I'm not sure how much easier 500 will be, though. Because I don't think you can get away with doing 500 delve on a Tuesday. You would only be able to do it on new delves. Yeah, if I have a lot of free time on the very first new delve that gets added, we might be doing a really, really long stream weekends. The first new delve after next patch, which is basically next new delve, which is basically April. I'm not sure yet because I might be going somewhere in April. But assuming I'm not, let's see. We could always just wait another month. It wouldn't be that big a deal. Especially since a lot of people will probably be doing the exact same thing the very first time. Where is it? Next delve is... Our next faction, I mean, is... April 12th. The weekend of April 12th. So we might be doing that. I'm not sure yet, though. But we might be doing the entirety of the delve in one single weekend, which I've never actually done before. Which I don't know if anyone has actually done that. If you include Pure Faction in full completion. Because some people have done that, in which they go all the way to 500. Normally the people who like make the orbs on the leaderboard. However, I don't think most people bother going for Pure Faction as well when they do that. But starting when potions come into the game, it's going to be easier to do so. Because it'll make the entirety of the delve easier. Though the benefit of waiting and not doing it on next delve, if we do skip the one in April, is we'll have a lot more treasure to use in May. Because I'll be hoarding all my treasure by then. The only treasure we'll be using between now and April would be, or now and May I should say, is on a new faction coming in April on the 12th, just to get it to level 100. Other than that, we'd just be accumulating it over and over again. Will there be a way to go back to delve level 300 outside of events to pure faction delve done? No. The only way you could possibly do that is on a Tuesday, you have to buy an absurd amount of sigils, go make leaderboard, get to 300, and then do pure faction off a leaderboard. You can't even do it off your dailies either. You have to specifically do it off the leaderboard. But, yeah, it would cost a lot of sigils. Like, in order to go and try redoing a faction at 300 or something similar to that, it would cost around, I want to say, 1,500 gems? Somewhere around there? Somewhere around 1,500 gems. However, you do have to keep in mind you are getting orbs off a leaderboard and probably a few hundred of that back due to leaderboard as well. But it wouldn't be cheap, that's for sure. But it would be a lot easier due to potions. But we'll see. I'm probably not doing it for any of the Tuesday ones. I'm probably just doing it for trying to attempt 500s. On new factions. Okay. We'll take that down. Probably like every other faction we'll try 500 on. With the potion format. But they are going to be doing another change to it to make it easier. We just don't know what it is. Potions are not their intended method to make it easier. While it will indirectly make them easier, that's not the main method they plan on implementing. But for the next few months, it's going to be the only method we have if we do want to run it. And we have enough gems that we might as well waste it. If nothing else, it'll be a good way to show potions off, if nothing else. We might use it for some of the other events, too. Like, obviously, naturally, for things like raids and evasions, we'll be using them by default. Tower of Doom would be using them slightly. And that's about it. Because we wouldn't really need it for pet battles, and we wouldn't really need it for class events. Those two modes would still be pointless to use gems on. That wouldn't change. Oh, it'd also be kind of interesting how it implements into Bounty Hunter. Because I'm pretty sure you're going to get a bunch of potions during Bounty Hunter. Which could potentially, as I mentioned earlier, make it so you could do Bounty Hunter on four bounty troops. It is currently not impossible, but ridiculously improbable to consistently win with 4 bounty troops in the current state of the game. However, potions might change that and actually make it viable to run 4 bounty troops at level 20, or at least at like level 16 or something pretty high where it's actually beneficial to run 4 bounty troops rather than 3, which is going to be a super annoying time because then everyone on the leaderboard is basically going to be using that. Plus, they win a lot slower, but we'll see how that pans out. It is a little bit unfortunate, too, because it does make the leaderboards that are already pay-to-win even more pay-to-win. It does help newer players, though, in order to actually be able to do all the tasks, but people who are actually playing for leaderboard, it just became even more pay-to-win. Though it was already so pay-to-win that I guess it doesn't matter that's more pay-to-win. Because it was already pay-to-win. So, it's not really much of a difference. But yeah, the leaderboards are going to be just completely maxed out people with buying like 3,000, 2,000 worth of gems or whatever. Because with all the perks you get from potions, you'll just automatically have an advantage on every leaderboard. Not even counting sigils. Let's see. Will I write Pure Faction Team for a new faction you're using? We already did. It's double... There's not really much you could use for it. Pure Faction for this delve is one of 2 options. We'll be testing the other one tomorrow. But it's either the one I've been using, which is double Plague Rat into double Hex Rat. And the other one is use the brown yellow legend, I forget his name, followed by Hex Rat, Plague Rat, Hex Rat, and do it that way. But yeah, double Plague and double Hex is what we're using. And I still believe that's the best method. Because the legend's pretty useless. Yeah, I might try that guy that does the double hit. It's really interesting, but it's really random. I'm not sure if it would actually be viable to use or not. We can maybe try throwing one in. The biggest issue with it is what stats effects it gets. Because more often than not, it's probably just going to do pointless stats effects. The only useful ones you could possibly do would be Silence and Death Mark. And I guess technically Curse as well. But those are the only three. You're trying Hex Rats, or you're trying Hex Rat. Which one's Rat? They're all Rat. I don't know what you mean by Rat. But you're using Hex, something, Hex, and Plague. Why Hex in first slot? But I guess it could work. Out of all of them, I believe Hex is the least tanky. Out of every single thing in that faction. Or maybe it's the rare that's their least tanky. But it's pretty low down there. Oh, the Radiger. I might even just attempt using one of each just to kind of see. Because we do gain a bonus, a team bonus for it. It's not much extra stats, but it's enough that it might be worth it. I don't know, we'll see. We'll test around more tomorrow morning, see what works. The first attempt will be what I've been using for the last 2 attempts, though. I'm pretty sure the reason we're losing is just because of the battle we're up against. For the tier 5. If we had an easier battle there, we'd probably win. Maximuse. Also, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, I'm probably going to be heading off for now. If you haven't already used the code, make sure to go do so. Should hopefully still be active. But otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow morning, 13 hours from now, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And first thing we're going to be doing is trying Pure Faction and hopefully getting it done. Otherwise, I'm not sure what we're doing about that if we don't get it done. We kind of have to within those 3 battles. So yeah, that's going to be weird how that goes down. But yeah, we'll be attempting that. We might have to waste a bunch of sigils if we don't end up getting in those 3 battles. Because we can't leave from 150 until we get it. Because I currently have Pure Faction done up to level 0. I'd even do the safety 100 like I do sometimes. So we have to get it. It's not even an option. Can't move any further until we do on that battle. Let's see. We'll take that down. Grab our explosion. Get our sunbird. And there we go. Okay, what's our leveling looking like as well on this? Leave that. Go check our hero. And end it out there. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful weekend. If you still have any other questions, feel free to leave it on any of my videos, or right now if you still can get it in. Other than that, let's see. Pure Faction, one of the most exciting things you do. Pure Factions are so annoying, but they are quite a bit of fun, yes. Pure Factions, actually, in general, are the hardest piece of content currently within this game. Particularly level 500 Pure Factions. They're so ridiculously hard that they are nearly undoable. They're that hard. Unless you, like, put an absurd amount of treasure upgrades into your horde. But yeah, Pure Factions are annoying. But they are technically the hardest pieces of content in the game. But they're hard to the point where they're almost unfair hard. Not even, like, challenging hard, where you have, like, the chance of winning. Sometimes you just, like, auto-lose them for no reason. Okay, we did get Sentinel to 49, and it should be almost at 50. And we got the event done to the gems. So we're almost done with that, just from casually trying to get more brown-purple. Well, how many brown-purple did we get in that time? We were at 289 previously. So whatever we have more than that is what we ended up getting. So we started at 289. We are now sitting at 296. Look at that. We farmed it for like 20, 30 minutes. Probably more towards like 25. And we're only 4 away now. Plague Rat ended up using all that. Or Hex Rat, I mean. The brown-purple one that came in. Yeah, we just need 4 on that, and we need 9, or no, 4 on that and 7 on red. And then we finally have 300 plus of all, which we still haven't hit yet. Probably hit it soon. Could actually do that in almost an hour if we get lucky enough. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading off for now. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good weekend. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. And best of luck with the new faction. And of course, as you guys probably know, the faction will last for the rest of this weekend. You have another 2 days, 5 hours, and 53 minutes to go and complete whatever you want in the faction event. And of course, there's still all these rewards to get. The most noteworthy ones being the 4 normal orbs, as well as the 2 vault keys. The vault keys appearing on 7 and 11, as well as all the orbs that you get along the way. But yeah, it's normally worth trying to do this if you're in mid to late game, throwing down the sigils. I believe, assuming you don't lose anything, I'm pretty sure tier 4, which is up to the weapon, is actually enough to get all battles done, if I'm not mistaken. Assuming you get every Valraven and you get through all the rooms, that should be enough. So, it's not too expensive. I think that's, what, 500 gems? And you get the weapon for free, and you get all the other stuff along the ways. And starting next patch, you also get a bunch of potions along the way, too, for every single one of these tiers that help them out. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for stopping by, and goodbye, everyone. Good night.